Hello, beautiful warriors. Okay, so I'm here in Sedona, and on a for Thanksgiving week. And those of you that are in the United States, you are celebrating Thanksgiving week. So happy Thanksgiving. But okay, so we were on a tour here in Sedona, and if you've never been to Sedona, do yourself a favor and one day attempt to make it here because it's incredible. So we went on a tour, and our tour guide took us to some sacred spots, and he took us to look at Cathedral Rock. Now, you'll see a picture of Cathedral Rock here on the page. So I wanted to tell you about the legend of Cathedral Rock because it's really beautiful and it's really powerful. Um, okay, so here's the legend. Now, if you know, oh my gosh, I'm going to butcher the name of the tribe. It's an Apache tribe, and I don't remember it's like Yapapawi. I'm not saying it correctly, but it's an Apache tribe, and this comes from the legend of the Apache tribe. This particular tribe. If you know the legend, and I don't get it exactly right, definitely, I'm telling this through my lens, but I'm doing my best to tell it um, as I heard it. And but if you know it and you are like, hey Beth, it's actually this, go ahead and write me an email. But bear with me as I tell the story. So with Cathedral Rock, this is my understanding. This took place a long time ago, and the story goes that man and wife were arguing a lot, and the legend goes that she was she was like bickering for him to clean up the cave, and she couldn't do anything right, and he couldn't do anything right, and so they were not agreeing on things, and so they started praying to the gods to show them the way to how to be in relationship. And because they were starting to feel less close to God. They called it the gods, but less close to God or their gods, by their continuous fighting and continuous bickering. So they started praying, and this serpent came. Now it's different from the serpent in the Bible, right? The serpent in the Bible was like evil, but serpent in Native American and shamanic traditions is very deep medicine. So this serpent came and told them, um, started to show them the way on how to be in relationship with one another through mutual respect and love and honor and communication. And so what happened was the serpent, with the help of the gods, created Cathedral Rock. And if you look at Cathedral Rock, it's a picture of it's a stone pictures of a man and a woman standing back to back, and the man even has like a phallic symbol if you look close enough. I don't know if you can see it on this picture. And then they're standing back to back, and they're looking off into the distance away from each other, going their own ways. And then in between them is some space. They're back to back, but they have some space. The man has a dog next to him through the rock formation, and the woman looks like three children to me, but her children are off to the side. So if you look closely at this picture, you'll be able to see the man is slightly taller rock formation than the woman, and they're standing back to back with a little bit of space. So the story goes is that they learned how to have each other's backs, so to speak, without being codependent, without being right, without being entangled. So they're standing back to back, and there's space in between them so that the energy of the creator can come through them and work with the energy of the two of them together. And then they're also looking out into they each have their own vision, their own way of looking at things, because they're looking at different sides, right? He's looking at I want to say it's north and she's south, but I could be wrong. It could be east west. But they're both looking their own direction. And so this Cathedral Rock is a model for us on how to be in deep relationship with one another, respecting, loving, allowing space for the creator or God to come in and show us the way. So we are not the ones controlling things. We are surrendering and opening up to the wisdom of the divine. And each of us has our own vision, our own perspective, and our own way of looking at things. And no matter how that is, we have each other's backs. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful way of looking at things and relationships. Now, relationships are one of those things that teach us our relationships with friends, mom, dad, partners. They teach us more about ourselves if we allow it than any other thing that we have going on here, because our relationships are a mirror for the relationship we have for ourselves. So, as we're going into the holiday season in certain parts of the world, just beginning to ask yourself powerful questions. What is it like being in relationship with me? How does it feel for other people to be in relationship with me? It's a really powerful question to ask yourself. Am I showing up in my relationships with my own vision, honoring myself and honoring their vision as well and their perspective, and honoring the way that they see things? And in a world right now where we are divided over politics and people putting a shot in their arm, that's literally what people, like, most of the division right now currently, and we go through cycles of division, is, do I put a shot in my arm or not? Do you have to put the shot in your arm or not? These are the things we're arguing over right now. These are the things people are leaving relationships about, breaking up with people over people's decision on whether to put a needle in their arm or not. It's interesting, really interesting. So as we're going into this holiday season, asking yourself these deep questions: how do I want to be in relationship? And then thinking about Cathedral Rock and thinking about, I would invite you to actually read the story. Go online and read the story because it's really powerful and really beautiful. So my intention this holiday season and beyond is to honor people, no matter what their perspective. Honor my husband, honor my friends, my community, because this is how we get into the higher vibrations of things, not getting into the minutia and fighting. Because as the story goes of Cathedral Rock, the couple, the man and the woman, they lost their connection to God through their fighting and through their arguing. And right now, we don't want to lose our connection to God. Whatever the God means to you, right? Higher purpose, love, connection, community, the divine within. All right. Have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful holiday if you are in the United States or if you're celebrating holidays right now. And my name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, take care.